Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Zesty Thoughts with your host, Anabla. Welcome to episode 96. I'm doing things a little bit differently today. I'm going to be recording a Get Ready With Me episode. So you can listen on audio. We're still going to be gabbing, but if you do want to watch the Get Ready With Me, I'll be doing my makeup. Hop on over to YouTube from whatever audio platform you are on right now so that you can watch me get ready for the day. I hope everyone has had the most wonderful week. I'm just going to dive right into it. I'm going to start with eyeshadow. For those of you listening on audio, I might be throwing out random products and brands. Don't mind that if you don't want to hop over to YouTube to watch. I'm just going to be gabbing as we go. So I've had an interesting week. It was my mom's birthday. It was super fun. We went to house potluck type party on Saturday in Venice at this beautiful home. Like, oh my gosh, I'm starting with a NYX jumbo eye pencil crayon, and I don't know what the shade name is. Oh, cottage cheese. That's an inside joke. Sorry to sidetrack the conversation, but me and one of my best friends, Cami, we have an inside joke. I had her on the pod. We might have even talked about this on the podcast, but we have kind of an inside joke. I call the acoustic ceilings cottage cheese ceilings. Like, everyone calls them popcorn ceilings, but I grew up calling them cottage cheese ceilings. So I did not pick this product with that in mind. So that's kind of ironic. I'm going to try my best to work around the microphone, y'all. This is just, I felt like doing this. I'm trying to switch things up. I actually have some new people I'm going to have on the pod soon. But other than that, I'm just trying to shake things up and do some new stuff for y'all and just have fun, basically. That's the vibe. So I'm just going with the shadow stick. I'm trying not to do full beat today, but I do want a cute little moment, a cute little winged moment and a shimmery moment. I'm wearing black and blue today, so we're going cool tone with this situation. I'm going to go in now with a NYX Vivid Rich mechanical liner in Always Onyx. It's a black shade. But yeah, so we went to this dinner party to get back to my story. And it was beautiful. I made this huge pasta salad. But oh my God, how could I forget? The morning of, before I went to this dinner party, I went to Bagel Nosh. I ordered for pickup. Bagel Nosh is this place in Santa Monica. It's old school style bagel / delicatessen kind of vibe. It's iconic. It's a classic. And so I went on Saturday morning to pick up our order. Okay. I walk in. This is really hard to do. I'm always really bad at doing my left eye. Not to interrupt the story, but anyway, I walk into Bagel Nosh, okay? And I'm ready to pick up my order. And I see a staff member and I ask them politely, I have a pickup order through DoorDash. Where do I go to pick that up? Because I don't see any signs that say order pickup or anything like that. And there's it's packed. There's a huge line. And so I don't want to just cut in line. So I ask a staff member and they're no, just go to the cashier. Cause basically you order at the counter and then you check out with the cashier. So she said, no, just cut the line, go to the cashier, go straight to the front. I was okay, just the exact thing that I don't want to do right now. I'm going to have to do, but that's fine. She told me to do it. She works here. That's the vibe. So I walked to the front of the line and there is a customer with the cashier. So I do the polite thing. Instead of just walking in front of this next person in line, I do the polite thing and I ask them. I said, hey sir, I have a DoorDash pickup order and the staff member told me that I should cut the line. And I just asked the cashier for my order and pick it up and get out, right? And you know what this man said to me? He literally said to my face, well, actually, I do kind of mind, but you seem kind of slow, so I'm going to let it slide. Kind of slow is crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what to say about that. I was actually at a loss for words. I literally, the second I walked out of that place, I thought of 30 comebacks, clapbacks and things to say to him. But in the moment, I literally was so shocked that he just said that I was I don't even, I took a second to process it, and I was like, oh, it's just like my mom's birthday. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm just trying to like get her food. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. And he goes, oh, okay, fine then. Like, sarcastically, as if I was lying about it being my mom's birthday, which also irritated me. So that was insane. And then, mind you, it literally took 2 fucking seconds to get my food, and then I was out the door. And then I thought of like 30 comebacks, and it's just like, I don't know. I love to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe he just did not have his coffee or anything to eat yet. Odds are that's the case, because he was literally in an establishment ready to eat and drink. I'm going in with the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I like the brown shade a lot. It's my fave. But yeah, that actually just completely caught me off guard, and I felt so bamboozled and not even offended, just like, oh my God, that you would say that to a complete stranger literally is so baffling. Also, I don't know if anybody else, this is like not a thing. I don't do bottom mascara anymore. I used to always do it, and it's just not a thing anymore. Unless I'm trying to go for a very specific, like, eye focused look, or I want to do like a smoky eye, or I want to do like, I don't know, something very mysterious. I pretty much only go in with top mascara, and I'm going very slowly. I'm, like I said, anytime I have to use my left hand or do anything on the left eye, it's struggle city, baby. So yeah, that was insane. Then we went to the potluck, which was super fun. I am now going to go in with my Holy Grail foundation, Revlon Color Stay longwear makeup, 24-hour normal dry skin in the shade 200 nude. This is like an insane shade match to me. I have never been able to find a foundation that, first of all, actually matches my skin tone like this, and then second of all, doesn't look cakey, doesn't cling to like dry patches, and looks like dewy and not too matte, and like lasts for the most part. Considering I do not set my face ever, pretty much, unless I'm like on stage, this shit works wonders. So I'm just gonna apply a few pumps of that. I've always been a beauty blender girl, but I recently got the e.l.f. liquid bronzer and contour duo. I actually went to get a different e.l.f. brush, and I couldn't find it. And so I just got this, and it literally is amazing. I use the rounded side for foundation and the tapered side for literally just concealer. And I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, so we went to this potluck, and it was such a blast. This home was so beautiful. I also stopped putting foundation on my forehead, which might be like a hot take. And I know there are going to be girls out there that are like, we can tell. Yeah, we can tell. And it's like, I don't care. I don't want to waste it. I think that my forehead actually looks better without it. Like, so period. Actually, like, fight me. Okay. So I'm just going to apply a few pumps to each side and kind of spread it out. And I'll use the same pumps to like kind of spread on the nose and chin area and everything. But yeah, so we went to this like potluck that was such a blast. Beautiful home in Venice. And then after, we went to see a band play. We went to this restaurant. It's literally on Washington, like by the Venice Pier. I feel bad, I don't remember the name. It's something Vita. The first word is like Hawaiian or something, but had a few gin and tonics, had some like chips and guac and some coconut shrimp, and like straight vibed. And we had such a fun night celebrating my mom's birthday. So that was like part of my weekend, and that was a total blast. Then y'all, I got a workout in on Sunday. I did upper body. I will circle back to that in a moment. So I did upper body, and then I did some like hip mobility stuff. I've been having a lot of tightness in my hips and my lower back, but like only on the right side. And I think it's like from driving a lot. I don't know what that's about, but I'm trying to find stretches and things that will help specifically with those parts of my body. So I literally spent like 15 minutes in the gym doing like hip mobility stuff, and it low-key worked. Like, I just watched a bunch of like random YouTube videos and like TikToks of like doctors and PTs talking about what would help. So I'm just throwing in a few more pumps to even everything out. But yeah, so I did upper body, and then I did some mobility stuff and stretched a lot, and then I went grocery shopping, and got some sushi, and that was delicious. And then Sunday night, I went to have a very special meeting with my friend Dion. We have a very special announcement coming out soon. We've been collabing basically, so there will be more on that in the coming weeks, basically. So just like make sure you're following both of us. So that was a very successful meeting, very productive. I felt like so fulfilled after that really fun weekend. Okay, so mind you, I said I did upper body on Sunday, and then I did a class pass free trial. I'm now going in with the Maybelline Lifter Full Coverage Serum Concealer. I used to use the e.l.f. like glow concealer, but I kind of like this one better. I don't know why, but there's something about it that it doesn't like crease as much. So I'm going in with that. But yeah, so like I said, I did upper body, and then I have a class pass free trial. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna like take advantage of all the free credits and try out a bunch of different classes to see what I like. I am not typically doing like workout classes. I'll do yoga classes, and I love yoga. But other than that, I've never really tried anything else. I've done like a cycling class, and that's like pretty much it. I've also done like boxing, not like actual boxing. I forget what that company was, but I did like a boxing style class, and that was really fun. So Sunday afternoon, not kind of predicting how sore I would be after my gym day, I signed up for a Monday morning Pure Barre class. Okay. I signed up for Pure Barre. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour in the shade Fair Light. Yeah, so I signed up for this Pure Barre class. I literally didn't know what to expect. I've heard like a lot of people talk about like bar method and like that style class. I wasn't even sure if like Pure Barre and bar method were like remotely the same. But I was like, you know what, let me just try it out. It's something new. I'm still lifting, but I'm feeling like, oh, I have these free classes. I might as well try some new shit. I did not know what to expect at all. I didn't even own grip socks, and they were like, oh, we have grip socks, like a lot of cute ones for sale. So I was like, oh, I'll just like buy them there. I was going to get them online, but I said, whatever. So I got some really cute grip socks. They actually did have cute ones. Thank God. And then, yeah, the instructor was super friendly. I let her know it was my first time, like my history with weightlifting and yoga, and like my accident, like any injuries that I have. And it was like a nice small class size. There were maybe like 11 girls total, maybe, like including me. And when I tell you that this class literally kicked my ass, like I haven't had a workout like that in so long. Another layer of it, I don't know if this was like part of the class, and I just like didn't read the description well enough, but like they did not have AC on. And as I've said in the last like handful of episodes, it's freaking hot here in LA, and specifically recently it's been very humid. Okay. So it's hot and humid. So it's basically like a hot bar class. So that was very challenging. I was like literally in a full sweat within 10 minutes. I'm now going to go in with the Morphe Micro Manager Gripping Brow Gel. Literally the most firm hold brow gel that does not leave any like white cast or anything. I'm literally obsessed with this. But yeah, so this class like literally put me on my ass. It was insane. And I loved it. I definitely will go back anytime I'm feeling like I really need to sweat and get my ass kicked. I will go. She was so encouraging. The music was chill. And I just really enjoyed it. I pushed my limits, and I just had a great workout. It was really fun. And everyone in the class was like very cool. It felt very like comfortable. Sometimes workout class environments can be they can feel like toxic or hostile. I mean, I used to be in dance, so you feel me. But it was a great experience, and like, I loved it. So will definitely go back. Okay. So that was yesterday. Monday, I took the Pure Barre class, literally it kicked my ass, as I said. And then yesterday while I was at work, I don't know what possessed me to do this. But I was like, oh, I'm going to do another class tomorrow in the morning before I record my pod. Like, why not? I was just going to go to the gym, but I was like, well, I might as well, because Wednesday I knew I wasn't going to work out and I was going to do a rest day. So I was like, okay, if I'm really sore from Monday, and then I'm also then sore from Tuesday, it's fine. Because then Wednesday I can rest. And then Thursday I have a boot camp class. Yeah, right. I'm actually losing my fucking mind, basically. But yeah, so yesterday, I don't know what possessed me to decide this, but I did decide to sign up for a Pilates class, and I've never done Pilates before. So I did not know what to expect. I'm going in with a second coat of the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. This is like a pretty new tube, so I don't go too heavy on the second coat because it's very, volumizing and lengthening when the tube is fresh. So I don't have to go too crazy with it. But yeah, so I did sign up for a Pilates class and I was like, well, I got my grip socks now. Like, let's go for Pilates. Let's do something else that I've never done before. So it's like fun and adventurous. But I had no clue what to expect. I signed up for a beginner's class because I was like, I don't know what this is going to be like. Everyone and their mom hypes up how difficult Pilates is. So I was just fully expecting to literally be murdered the second day in a row, right? So luckily for me, instructor was very sweet and honestly it was not like what I was expecting, like not in like a bad way. It just like wasn't as hard as I thought. So I was kind of like, maybe next time obviously now that I know, maybe next time I can like tell the instructor, like, I don't feel ready for intermediate, but I want to step it up a notch. Cause like the first time I did it, it was like, I like barely broke a sweat. And I feel like I didn't really check my heart rate. I wasn't keeping an eye on it, but I know that it wasn't like going too crazy. It's not like I was like huffing and puffing much. So maybe next time I'll just ask for like modifications with the springs. I don't know how that works, but I'm assuming that would like up the ante a little bit and that would be one of the main differences between like a beginner and intermediate class would be like resistance on the springs and then also just like reps maybe and like speed. Like I said, I'm new to the whole Pilates world, so I will keep y'all updated on that. I definitely want to try it again because I liked it, but it was compared to the Pure Barre class, it was like literally like nothing. It was like a walk in the park. So next I'm going in to do a little eyeshadow wing. I'm really bad at wings with like liquid liner or pencil. So I do shadow liners because I have this cute little Morphe M213 brush and I have a random old, probably expired palette. This is just like an on the go, like neutral palette that I can just like throw if I need to like travel and like not have a lot of stuff with me and just like have the basics. I pack this. And the lightest shade is like broken, no longer there, but it is what it is. It's Milani's Gilded Mini, in the shade 150, Call Me Old Fashioned. I mean, it just does the trick. It has a brown that I like to use for liner and then also a black. Today I'm going with black because I did a black liner look and I'm wearing black today. We're going like cool toned. So that is the vibe. This is going to be hard for me to do while I'm recording, but I'm going to try my best. But yeah, y'all. So that is like kind of my journey right now. I'm trying to be more explorative, when it comes to fitness because I like weightlifting, but I also feel like, ooh, okay, she ate. I always eat with the right eye. I'm not going to lie. My right, I always eat with it because I'm right-handed. Left eye, on the other hand, a little scary. This will take me a little bit longer to, even out and perfect. I should have grabbed Q-tips. Did not think of that because I have like so much. I have a music stand set up in front of me with all my makeup, tripod, ring light, mic stand. I'm not getting out of here until I'm done recording. So if I mess up, we're just going to have to roll with it. But yeah, I really like weightlifting, but I was watching like this video the other day of a woman probably like my age talking about Chinese medicine, and I'm pretty sure she was Chinese, like from what I remember, and she was talking about like things that she's learned from like her family and her culture as far as like wellness things go that she thinks that a lot of people could benefit from, or that like you could take some things from those Chinese kind of traditions or like wellness things and apply them to your life, and like maybe they could benefit you. One of which is like drinking warm liquids only, basically, which like I do live in iced bevy, but I have found myself recently, even prior to watching this, like forcing myself to drink more warm liquids because it also does help with my singing. So that's just a win-win. But yeah, so she was mentioning how, okay, wish me luck, you guys, on the left eye. Wish me luck, please. I'm scared. She was mentioning that as far as like movement goes and fitness goes within at least like her specific circle and her culture, a lot of Chinese women that she knew, or also just like across China, I guess. I don't know how like universal her specific experience is. So I'm just saying that because I don't know. I'm not Chinese. I don't really know. I'm not close with any Chinese people. So I can't speak on fact. But her experience was, oh my God, okay. Sisters, not twins, right? She did that. Basically, she was saying that her experience was that a lot of Chinese women, or just Chinese people in general, their typical like traditional form of like fitness is not very like high intensity. I think she was speaking more from like a women's perspective, specifically around like cycle syncing and things like that. Basically, she was describing more of like a fitness schedule that obviously aligns with your cycle. So you have less energy when you're in your menstruation phase versus like follicular, and taking advantage of those like rises and dips in energy, which people are kind of already starting to talk about. And that's like a trend within the fitness community. But she mentioned specifically how most Chinese women, if they are like very active people, that they will not only cycle sync when it comes to their fitness, but they will also kind of like steer away from like very high intensity workouts because of, I don't know if it was like raised cortisol or like something like that. And that a lot of the activity is more like medium to low intensity, but like very consistent in their life, which obviously keeps them healthy. All right, quick pause from that story, a little update. I'm on my last step of my routine right now. Like I said, I'm not doing anything crazy today, just a simple liner, little glowy look. I'm going in with a lip liner, and I've sharpened it so much that I don't even think I can see the full name of it, but I know that it's Maybelline. I don't think I can see the shade name anymore, which is kind of unfortunate because like I don't know how I'm gonna buy this again. I didn't think of that. Hopefully I have a receipt somewhere that says maybe like a code or something. I don't know. Wish me luck. I'm always like bouncing between lip liners because I'm like picky with the way that they look and the undertone of them and whether they stay but aren't like too drying. I'm super picky with lip liners, but neither here nor there. Last step is lip liner. So it's just like a pinky, cool toned kind of nude vibe that I'm going in with, and it's Maybelline, but I don't know the name of anything, so apologies in advance. All right, I wasn't gonna like talk through applying that. Just fast forward for y'all. But yeah, so this creator is basically saying, and I feel bad, I don't know if I saved the video or anything, so I could look back in my TikTok history and like find her and credit her, but I've been doing scrolling recently, so that might take a minute, so I'm not gonna do that. Next, I'm going in with NYX Butter Gloss in Praline Goated shade. But basically she said she started alternating her workouts like in intensity, like high intensity, low intensity, and then like trading off like day by day, and then also syncing them with her cycle. And she said she feels like she's felt a lot more like calm or relaxed. All right, and we are done with our makeup today. So I'm just gonna set my face. I use the e.l.f. makeup mist and set. I'm gonna like step away from the mic for this. All right, y'all, makeup is set. She's all done, like a nice glowy, cool toned look today. But yeah, so I feel like I resonated with what she was saying, and I thought that perhaps that type of thing could benefit, like not just weightlifting 5 days a week, like weights and then cardio, you know, like changing it up and like allowing my workouts to reflect also like either my mental state, like if I need to get emotions out, like doing some crazy cardio, doing some HIIT stuff. If I'm feeling calm and I'm feeling centered, like doing yoga or doing Pilates or like something that's a little bit more, I don't know, like a little bit more low impact, I guess, and just trying to basically make my workout schedule more aligned with like me. And I don't know. I mean, I'm liking it so far. I'm personally just liking like experimenting with different things. So that's been really fun, and I'll keep y'all updated on that. I have a quote I wanted to read y'all. I saw a reel that B. Scott and Love B. Scott had, I guess, like reposted from a TikTok. The account is Know and Remember. It was just this really nice video talking about worrying and like how bad it is, like not bad, but like how detrimental it can be to worry and how much it can affect your mental health and like how much of a waste of time worrying is. And one of the comments literally got me like so good. The commenter account KAR said, "My grandma always told us worrying is like praying for what you don't want." And that something about that quote literally changed my brain chemistry, and it just completely rewired the way that I think about worrying as like this form of like manifestation. It's like this form of like giving your energy to something that you either like don't have the answer to right now, or that you are impatient to know the answer or the outcome or whatever. And it's like manifesting something that, and giving energy to something kind of in a negative way. And so I just really liked that comment. I thought that I would pass that along because it really made me think a lot about worrying. I've been worrying a lot recently. And so I'm trying to get myself in the headspace where I can just think on any given situation that might typically make me worry with like positivity, and like it's kind of out of my hands. Like life, sometimes things just happen in life and we like can't control them. And also like worrying too much about the future can easily pull me away from like the current moment and embracing life right now, because the future hasn't happened yet. The future's not guaranteed. And if you just like live too much in the future, then you're just like not gonna have peace and joy. So yeah, I hope that y'all can embrace that quote, and hopefully it touches you in a certain way and like makes you think differently about the ways that you worry, and hopefully it makes you worry less. Last segment of today's pod, I listened to a bunch of albums this week. Ombre's album, Larry June's album, most of Ariana Grande's album. I was like listening to that this morning while I was getting ready, so I still have to finish it, but I have a few like songs of the week. Ombre's The Art of Letting Go, beautiful. This album also is like so amazing. I also like the track with Justin Conrad. I forget the name. Larry June has a song with Jay Versace and Music Soul Child, and it's called Pretty Green Eyes. Any song that like mentions green eyes, I'm like, period. Because I have like hazel eyes, like they're green, like a dark green, but then like around the center, there's like orange brownish. So technically they're hazel, but the bulk of my eye color is green. And so I really like that song a lot. And then also Ariana Grande, so far, I really like Big Feelings and Petal. And I'm not going to say petal because I have a California accent. So it's petal. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to finish that album this week. I've also been listening to Cassius Clay's new album and Shabuzi's album, which has had some fun songs on it too. So next week I'll gab more about those tracks and maybe have a little like teaser for y'all. Follow obviously the pod, Zesty Thoughts Pod on IG. Follow my personal account at nabla.now, ANNABLA.now, and keep on the lookout. I have some exciting announcements with like music coming up, so please follow. And then on the next episode I will maybe have like a teaser for y'all, and I'll just throw it in the pod. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm feeling very motivated. I'm moving, I'm shaking, and I'm really just taking a lot of action right now in my life, and it feels amazing. So that is officially my cue to head out. The gardeners are here. Thank y'all for chilling with me and like trying something new on today's pod. Please like and subscribe here on YouTube. If you're watching, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please follow the pod, rate, leave a review, leave a comment. You can leave comments on Spotify, y'all. Comment. Like, say what's up. Drop the emoji of the episode. It's going to be the lipstick emoji since I did a little makeup action today. So drop that below. Drop that in the comments on YouTube or Spotify. And that is it. That's going to wrap up today's episode, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful week, a fun weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.